Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about the topic Wildlife Conservation of India in detail. I have included national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, biosphere reserves and maximum points based on previous questions from various government job exams. So let's start. We know that India is home to a large variety of wildlife, but due to human encroachment and poaching activities, there is a decrease in the numbers of wild animals. So, in response to this decline, the government of India established a system of protected areas like national parks in the year 1935. Later in 1972, India enacted the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972 to safeguard the crucial habitats of various wild animals. So currently we have approximately 981 protected areas, which includes 106 national parks, 566 wildlife sanctuaries, 97 conservation reserves and 214 community reserves. In addition, there are 51 tiger reserves, 18 biosphere reserves and 32 elephant reserves. So in India, we also have the world's first sea cucumber reserve located in Lakshadweep, and it is named as Dr. K.K. Muhammad Koya Sea Cucumber Conservation Reserve. So this was established in the year 2020. The first protected area for marine birds in India is PM Said Marine Birds Conservation Reserve, which is located in Lakshadweep. Next, India also has rich endemic lichen species. So, in the year 2020, the Lichen Park of India was developed by the Uttarakhand Forest Department in Munseri. Now, let's discuss about the differences between national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, and biosphere reserves. National parks are areas set aside by a government to preserve a unique ecosystem or landscape. So, they are protected from most forms of human exploitation and are primarily for conservation and recreation purposes. Next, wildlife sanctuaries. Wildlife sanctuaries are areas designated for the protection and conservation of wildlife and their habitats. They are generally smaller than national parks and focus specifically on the preservation of fauna. Human activities may be restricted to minimize disturbance to the wildlife. Next, biosphere reserves. Biosphere reserves are areas designated to promote sustainable development and conservation. That is, they aim to conserve biodiversity in a sustainable manner. Biosphere reserves typically consist of three interconnect zones. First one is the core area. This is like the heart of the reserve where nature is left alone to do its thing without any human interference. It's like a safe haven for plants and animals. Next one is buffer zone. This area surrounds the core and is kind of like a protective shield. Here, some activities like farming or tourism are allowed, but they have to be done carefully to not harm the environment. Last one is the transition area. This is the outermost part of the reserve where people live and work. Here, communities try to find ways to use natural resources sustainably. Means they use them in a way that doesn't damage the environment for future generations. So, Biosphere Reserve is like a big team effort between nature and people to find ways to live together without causing harm to the planet. It's very important that you study all the names of the biosphere reserves of India, which we will discuss later in this video because it is a repeated question for various exams. Now let's study about the protected areas of our country state-wise. We are going to start with Madhya Pradesh because Madhya Pradesh is the state with largest number of national parks in India. Yes, Madhya Pradesh has around 12 national parks. Also, it has the largest number of tiger reserves in India with a total of 7. It also has 24 wildlife sanctuaries and 3 biosphere reserves. You may need to study the names of some national parks and wildlife sanctuaries, but make sure that you study all the names of the biosphere reserves without fail because all the names are important. So here, the biosphere reserves of Madhya Pradesh includes Pachmahi, Achanakmar, Amarkantak and Panna. Next, the main tiger reserves of Madhya Pradesh. These tiger reserves are either national parks or wildlife sanctuaries or maybe biosphere reserves with critical tiger habitat. So the list includes Kanha, Pench Tiger Reserve, Bandhavgarh, Panna, Satpura, Sanjay Dubri, Virangana and Virangana Durgavati. So according to current affairs, Madhya Pradesh is set to get the country's largest tiger reserve in Damo district. But as of now, the largest tiger reserve is in Andhra Pradesh. So take note of these names, and you also need to remember some of the important national parks and wildlife sanctuaries. So first, Kanha National Park. It saves a rare and almost extinct species of swamp deer named Barasingha along with Bengal tiger, Indian leopard, sloth bear, Bengal fox, Indian jackal, gaur, black buck, etc. So, remaining protected areas of Madhya Pradesh, which you need to remember, includes Gugua Fossil Park, Kuno National Park, Madhav National Park, Van Vihar National Park, Dinosaur Fossils National Park, Omkareshwara National Park, Gandhi Sagar Sanctuary, Ken Gharial Sanctuary, National Chambal Wildlife Sanctuary, etc. So, National Chambal Wildlife Sanctuary is actually tri-state protected area due to its location at the tri-point of Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh. This area protects the critically endangered gharial, the red-crowned roof turtle, and the endangered Ganges river dolphin. So these are the points to remember about national parks in Madhya Pradesh. Next, we can study about the main protected areas of Uttarakhand. So this state has 6 national parks, 7 wildlife sanctuaries and 1 biosphere reserve. The national park includes Gangotri National Park, Govind Pashuvihar National Park, Jim Corbett National Park, Nanda Devi National Park, Rajaji National Park, Valley of Flowers National Park, etc. So, the one and only biosphere reserve of Uttarakhand is in Nanda Devi National Park and it is named as Nanda Devi Biosphere Reserve. Now we are going to talk about the first national park in India. It was established in the year 1936 and it is named as Haley National Park. In 1954, it was renamed as Ram Ganga National Park and it was again renamed in the year 1956 as Jim Corbett National Park. So the first national park of India is in Uttarakhand state. So this park was the first to come under the Project Tiger initiative also. Also, it is one of the 13 protected areas covered by the World Wide Fund for Nature under their Terrai Arc Landscape Program. So, this program actually aims at protecting the 3 terrestrial species. There is their tiger, Asian elephant and one-horned rhinoceros by restoring corridors of forest to link the 13 protected areas. So they link the 13 protected areas of Nepal and India to enable wildlife migration. So other points you need to remember include the snow leopard project started by the government of India was being managed at the Govind Pashuvihar National Park of Uttarakhand. It also protects the bearded vulture, which plays a vital role in this ecosystem. Apart from Corbett National Park, Rajaji National Park also has tiger reserve. So Uttarakhand has two tiger reserves, Corbett and Rajaji. Protected animals in Nanda Devi National Park includes Asiatic black bear and snow leopard. Now we can move on to the next state, that is Assam. Assam is the state with second largest number of national parks. That is, it has 7 national parks. These include Kaziranga National Park, Manas National Park, Nameri National Park, Dibru-Saikhowa National Park, Orang National Park, Raimona National Park, and Dehing Patkai National Park. So Assam has two biosphere reserves, namely Manas and Dibru-Saikhowa. We can look into some of the important points related to Kaziranga National Park. This park is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and hosts two-thirds of the world's Indian rhinoceros. This park has the credit of being home to the world's largest population of the Indian rhinoceros. Also, wild water buffalo and eastern swamp deer also. So, 5 species are known as Big Five of Kaziranga, namely the Indian rhinoceros, Royal Bengal tiger, Asian elephant, wild water buffalo, and swamp deer. These are collectively known as Big Five of Kaziranga. Kaziranga was declared a tiger reserve in 2006 and has the highest density of tigers in the world. So, it is also the only place in the world where a golden tiger was spotted in the wild. That's about Kaziranga National Park. Next, we can move on to Manas National Park. Manas National Park is not only a national park but also a Project Tiger Reserve, a Biosphere Reserve, an Elephant Reserve, and also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So, protected species in this national park include Assam roofed turtle, hispid hare, golden langur, pygmy hawk, and wild water buffalo. The wildlife sanctuaries of Assam include Hulongapur Gibbon Sanctuary, Garampani Wildlife Sanctuary, Bura Chapori Wildlife Sanctuary, Bornadi Wildlife Sanctuary, Sonai Rupai Wildlife Sanctuary, Pobitora Wildlife Sanctuary, Pani Dihing Bird Sanctuary, Bherjan Borajan Padumoni Wildlife Sanctuary, East Karbi Anglong Wildlife Sanctuary, Lakova Wildlife Sanctuary, Chakrashila Wildlife Sanctuary, Marat Longri Wildlife Sanctuary, Nambur Doingrung Wildlife Sanctuary, Borail Wildlife Sanctuary, Amchang Wildlife Sanctuary, and Deeper Beel Wildlife Sanctuary. So, among these, you need to remember at least Pobitora Wildlife Sanctuary and Chakrashila Wildlife Sanctuary. So, next state is Karnataka. The main national parks of Karnataka includes Bandipur National Park, Bannerghatta National Park, Dandeli National Park, Nagarhole National Park, Kudremugha, and Kali Tiger Reserve. So among these, Nagarhole is also a tiger reserve, and apart from Bengal tiger, it also protects other animals like Indian elephant, Indian leopard, cheetah, gaur, and sambar deer. Next, Bandipur National Park is also an important tiger reserve. Some of the important wildlife sanctuaries of Karnataka include Arabittu Wildlife Sanctuary, Badra Wildlife Sanctuary, Brahmagiri Wildlife Sanctuary, Kaveri Wildlife Sanctuary, Jayamangali Black Buck Reserve, Pushpagiri Wildlife Sanctuary, Sharavati Wildlife Sanctuary, Timlapura Wildlife Sanctuary, etc. Karnataka has more wildlife sanctuaries that I have mentioned here. I have only included some of the important names. Apart from this, Bangapura Peacock Sanctuary, Ranganatittu Bird Sanctuary, Ramadevara Bhatta Vulture Sanctuary are some important bird sanctuaries of Karnataka. Next, we can discuss about a very important biosphere reserve, that is Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. This is a biosphere reserve in the Nilgiri Mountains of the Western Ghats in South India. This is the largest protected forest area in India. Also, it is India's first biosphere reserve. It actually spreads across three states, namely Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, and Kerala. So, it includes Mudumalai National Park, Mugurthi National Park, and Satyamangalam Wildlife Sanctuary from Tamil Nadu. Then, Nagarhole National Park and Bandipur National Park from Karnataka. And from Kerala, we have Silent Valley National Park, Aralam Wildlife Sanctuary, Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary, and Karimpura Wildlife Sanctuary. So, Nilgiri Biosphere has the largest Asian elephant population in India. Apart from elephants, Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve protects Nilgiri Thar, Nilgiri Marten, Indian boar, lion-tailed macaque, also known as beard langur, then Nilgiri langur, Asian palm civet, Indian grey mongoose, four-horned antelope, and many more. So it is very important that you study about Nilgiri biosphere in detail. Next state is Odisha. Odisha has two national parks, namely Bhitarkaniga National Park and Simlipal National Park. Simlipal National Park is famous for the abundance of red silk cotton trees growing in this area. Also, this national park is hosting the Mugger Crocodile Management Program, which has helped the Mugger crocodile to survive and flourish. And wildlife sanctuaries of Odisha include Balimela Wildlife Sanctuary, the Brigat Wildlife Sanctuary, Heartgut Wildlife Sanctuary, Satkosia Tiger Reserve, Lakkari Valley Wildlife Sanctuary, Kotgut Wildlife Sanctuary, and many more. The two bird sanctuaries of Odisha are Nalbana Bird Sanctuary and Chilika Lake. Next, you need to remember the name of the only marine sanctuary of Odisha. It is named as Gahir Mata Marine Sanctuary. It is the biggest breeding home of olive ridley sea turtles. Next, Chantaka Elephant Sanctuary is an important elephant reserve of Odisha. Apart from this, Mahanadi, Sambalpur, and Mayurbanj are also elephant reserves of Odisha. Next, Nandan Kanan Zoological Park is an important zoo of Odisha. It became the first zoo in India to join World Association of Zoos and Aquariums in 2009. So this zoo has helped in successfully breeding black panthers, gharials, and white tigers in captivity. Also, it became the first zoo in India to successfully breed pangolins. That's about the state Odisha. Now we can move on to next state Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu has three biosphere reserves, and Gulf of Mannar is an important marine national park of Tamil Nadu, which is also a biosphere reserve. Other two biosphere reserves are Nilgiris and Agastya Malay. We have already discussed about Nilgiris biosphere reserve, and the third one is Agastya Malay biosphere reserve. Next, Annamalai Tiger Reserve of Tamil Nadu was earlier known as Indira Gandhi Wildlife Sanctuary and National Park. And other national parks of Tamil Nadu are Mudumalai, Mugurthi, and Gindi. Next, Sri Villiputtur Wildlife Sanctuary is an important sanctuary that protects the near threatened grizzled giant squirrel. So, the sanctuary is also known as Grizzled Squirrel Wildlife Sanctuary. Next, Kadavur Wildlife Sanctuary of Tamil Nadu was created specifically to protect the animal slender loris. And we have the other important wildlife sanctuaries of Tamil Nadu, which include Gangaikondan Spotted Deer Sanctuary, Kalakkadu Mundanturai Tiger Reserve, Srivilliputur Meghamalai Tiger Reserve, Satyamangalam Wildlife Sanctuary, etc. Next, an important part of Tamil Nadu is Chitrangudi Bird Sanctuary. Chitrangudi Bird Sanctuary of Tamil Nadu has been designated as a protected Ramsar site since the year 2021. So what is actually Ramsar site? Ramsar site is actually a wetland site designated to be of international importance. Not only Chitrangudi, there are many other Ramsar sites in Tamil Nadu. Pulikat Lake Bird Sanctuary is also an important protected area of Tamil Nadu. Next, we can discuss about the protected areas of Kerala. We have already discussed that Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve is a part of Kerala also. Similarly, Agastya Malai Biosphere Reserve of Tamil Nadu is also a part of Kerala. Next, national parks of Kerala include Iravikulam National Park, Periyar National Park, Silent Valley National Park, Madhyatta National Park, Anamudi National Park, and Pambadunjola National Park. Here, Periyar National Park is also an elephant reserve and a tiger reserve. Next, we have an important bird sanctuary in Kerala, that is Tattekad Bird Sanctuary. It is the first bird sanctuary in Kerala. And Salim Ali, he is one of the best known ornithologists. So ornithologist means one who study about birds. So Salim Ali described the sanctuary as the richest bird habitat on peninsular India. Other wildlife sanctuaries of Kerala include Shindurani Wildlife Sanctuary, Chinnar Wildlife Sanctuary, Aralam Wildlife Sanctuary, Mangalavanam Wildlife Sanctuary, etc. And the tiger reserves of Kerala, Periyar Tiger Reserve and Parambikulam Tiger Reserve are the two tiger reserves of Kerala. Next, we have protected areas of Chhattisgarh, which include Indravati National Park, Kangar Valley National Park, Achanakmar Wildlife Sanctuary, Barnavapara Wildlife Sanctuary, Sita Nadi Wildlife Sanctuary, and Tamor Pingla Wildlife Sanctuary. So just remember the names of these national parks and wildlife sanctuaries in Chhattisgarh. Next, we have protected areas of Andhra Pradesh. The National Park of Andhra Pradesh. List of national parks of Andhra Pradesh include Rajiv Gandhi National Park, also known as Rameshwaram National Park, and Sri Venkateshwara National Park, which is also a biosphere reserve. Next, Koringa Wildlife Sanctuary of Andhra Pradesh is home to the critically endangered white-backed vulture and the long-billed vulture. So it's an important sanctuary of Andhra Pradesh. Next, we have an elephant reserve in Andhra Pradesh, which is Kaundinya Wildlife Sanctuary. It is an elephant reserve situated in Andhra Pradesh. Next, Sri Lanka Malaysia Wildlife Sanctuary of Andhra Pradesh is the only habitat in the world which provides home for the Jordan's cursor. Next, we have the largest tiger reserve in India. Largest tiger reserve in India is situated in Andhra Pradesh, and its name is Nagarjuna Sagar Sri Shailam Tiger Reserve. Next, Neyalipattu Bird Sanctuary of Andhra Pradesh is an important breeding site for sport-billed pelicans. And we have already discussed about Pulikat Lake Bird Sanctuary, which is in Tamil Nadu. But a part of this bird sanctuary is also present in Andhra Pradesh. Next, we have protected areas of Telangana. National parks of Telangana include Kachu Brahmananda Reddy National Park, Mahavir Harina Vanasthali National Park, and Mrugavani National Park. Hawal Wildlife Sanctuary of Telangana is also a tiger reserve of Telangana. Next, we have an important wildlife sanctuary of Telangana, which is Manjira Wildlife Sanctuary. Manjira Wildlife Sanctuary of Telangana is a crocodile sanctuary that protects the vulnerable species of mugger crocodile. Next, we have protected areas of Uttar Pradesh. There is only one national park in Uttar Pradesh, and it is known as Dudhwa National Park, which is also a tiger reserve of Uttar Pradesh. Next, Sarsai Nawar Wetland is a bird sanctuary of Uttar Pradesh, which protects the bird Saras Cray. The Bakira Bird Sanctuary of Uttar Pradesh is the largest natural floodplain wetland of India. So it's important that you remember its name. Next, we have Katarnia Ghat Wildlife Sanctuary of Uttar Pradesh. It is actually a part of Dudhwa Tiger Reserve. Next, Okla Bird Sanctuary of Uttar Pradesh it is actually at its border area with Delhi. Next, Kishanpur Wildlife Sanctuary of Uttar Pradesh is also a part of Dudhwa Tiger Reserve. And we have other tiger reserves of Uttar Pradesh, which include Ranipur Wildlife Sanctuary, Pilibhit Tiger Reserve, and Amangat Tiger Reserve. So these are the protected areas of the state Uttar Pradesh. Now we can move on to next state, which is Rajasthan. So Desert National Park of Rajasthan is an important region for migratory and resident birds of the desert. So the endangered Great Indian Bustard is an important bird found here. Next, Kalidio National Park of Rajasthan was formerly known as Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary, and it is declared as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Next one is Ranthambore National Park. Ranthambore National Park of Rajasthan contains Ranthambore Fort within its area. It is a tiger reserve and it is known for its Bengal tiger population. Next, Sariska National Park of Rajasthan is also a tiger reserve. This national park is a part of the Aravalli range. Next, Ramgarh Vishadari Wildlife Sanctuary of Rajasthan. It is also a tiger reserve of Rajasthan. Some of the remaining wildlife sanctuaries of Rajasthan are Mount Abu Wildlife Sanctuary, Sita Mata Wildlife Sanctuary, Sajangat Wildlife Sanctuary, Kambalgat Wildlife Sanctuary, etc. Next, we can discuss the protected areas of Gujarat. Gir National Park or Sasan Gir is an important protected area of Gujarat which protects Asiatic lions. This one is a very important national park. You must remember this name. Next, Marine National Park in the Gulf of Kutch of Gujarat. This is also very important. It mainly protects corals and other marine species. Other national park of Gujarat include Velavadar National Park, which protects mainly black buck, and Vanda National Park, which is also known as Banda National Park. Next, the Indian Wild Ass Sanctuary of Gujarat is one of the last protected area for the endangered Indian wild ass. Next, Lala Parjan Sanctuary of Gujarat, also known as Kutch Bustard Sanctuary, because it is a great Indian bustard sanctuary. Along with this, Gaga Wildlife Sanctuary of Gujarat also protects Great Indian Bustard. Next, Jessore Sloth Bear Sanctuary of Gujarat protects sloth bear, which is threatened with extinction. Next, Kutch Desert Wildlife Sanctuary of Gujarat is the largest wildlife sanctuary in India. So, Kutch Desert Wildlife Sanctuary is the largest wildlife sanctuary in India and it is situated in Gujarat. Next, Narayan Sarovar Sanctuary of Gujarat is one of the last remaining habitats of the cheetah in India and an important habitat of Chinkara. And other wildlife sanctuaries of Gujarat are Purna Wildlife Sanctuary, Pania Sanctuary, Ratan Mahal Wildlife Sanctuary, Tol Wildlife Sanctuary, Kijadia Bird Sanctuary, etc. Next, we have protected areas of Maharashtra. Tadoba Andheri Tiger Reserve is Maharashtra's oldest and largest national park. Other national park of Maharashtra are Gugamal National Park, and Sanjay Gandhi National Park. Great Indian Bustard Sanctuary. It is also known as Jawaharlal Nehru Bustard Sanctuary. It is in Maharashtra and it is a wildlife sanctuary for the Great Indian Bustard. Next, Karanja's whole wildlife sanctuary of Maharashtra protects black buck population. And Karnala Bird Sanctuary is the first bird sanctuary in Maharashtra. Then we have Melghat Tiger Reserve of Maharashtra. It was among the first 9 tiger reserves of India to be notified in 1973 under Project Tiger. Apart from tiger, Melghat also hosts the endangered forest owlet. Next, Radhanagari Wildlife Sanctuary of Maharashtra was the first declared wildlife sanctuary of Maharashtra. This wildlife sanctuary is popular for its protection of Indian bison. Other wildlife sanctuaries of Maharashtra are Jayakwadi Bird Sanctuary, Koyana Wildlife Sanctuary, Lodar Wildlife Sanctuary, Mayani Bird Sanctuary, Mayureshwar Wildlife Sanctuary, Penganga Wildlife Sanctuary, Radhanagari Wildlife Sanctuary, Sahyadri Tiger Reserve, etc. Next, we can discuss about the protected areas of West Bengal. So, Buxa Tiger Reserve is an important national park of West Bengal, which is also a tiger reserve. This tiger reserve also has a vulture breeding center, and it is called as Raja Bhatkava Vulture Breeding Center. It is actually established for the breeding and conservation of endangered Indian vultures. Next, Chaprami Wildlife Sanctuary of West Bengal is known for its elephant population. So it protects mainly elephants along with other animals. Gorumara National Park of West Bengal mainly protects Indian rhinoceros. This park was declared as the best among the protected areas in India by the Ministry of Environment and Forest for the year 2009. Next, Jaldapara National Park is an important national park of West Bengal because it has the largest population of the Indian one-horned rhinoceros in West Bengal. Next, Jore Pokhri Wildlife Sanctuary of West Bengal is an important habitat of some high altitude animals like Himalayan salamander. Next, Mahananda Wildlife Sanctuary of West Bengal protects the animals like Indian bison and Royal Bengal tiger. Next, Neora Valley National Park of West Bengal is a protected natural habitat of red panda. Next, Raigang Wildlife Sanctuary of West Bengal is also known as Kulik Bird Sanctuary, and it is home to many migratory birds. Next, we have an important national park which is Sundarbans National Park of West Bengal. Sundarbans National Park is also a tiger reserve and a biosphere reserve of West Bengal. It is one of the largest reserves for the Bengal tiger. Apart from this, it also protects mangrove forest, saltwater crocodile, etc. And it is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Halliday Island Wildlife Sanctuary is a part of Sundarbans National Park. This Sundarbans National Park is adjacent to the neighboring country Bangladesh. Next, Mayurjana Elephant Reserve. This is an important elephant reserve of West Bengal. Now we can discuss the remaining important protected areas of other state like Kanchenjunga National Park of Sikkim State. It is a biosphere reserve and UNESCO World Heritage Site. This is the first mixed heritage site of India. Next, we have the Great Himalayan National Park of Himachal Pradesh. This national park is home to animals like blue sheep, snow leopard, Himalayan brown bear, Himalayan tahr, and musk deer. It is also added to UNESCO list of World Heritage Sites. Next, Pin Valley National Park of Himachal Pradesh is a natural habitat of endangered animals like snow leopard and Siberian ibex. Next, Kebul Lemjao National Park was an important national park of Manipur. It is the only floating national park in the world and it is an integral part of Loktak Lake. So it is very important that you study the name of this national park. It is Kabul Lamjao National Park. It is the only floating national park in the world, and it is situated in the state Manipur. Next, Shirui National Park of Manipur was home to animals like tragopan, tiger, and leopard. Then we have some of the important national parks of Jammu Kashmir. They are Dachigam National Park, Gulmarg Wildlife Sanctuary, Kasinag National Park, Kishtwar National Park, Rajparyan Wildlife Sanctuary, etc. Then we have Limbar Wildlife Sanctuary, which is also known as Khazing Wildlife Sanctuary of Jammu Kashmir, and it focuses on conserving the rare Markhor wild goat. Next, Tral Wildlife Sanctuary of Jammu and Kashmir protects the endangered animal hangul. Then we have Clouded Leopard National Park. This is an important national park of Tripura which protects primate monkeys like fairies, langur, etc. Other protected areas of Tripura include Trishna Wildlife Sanctuary, Gumti Wildlife Sanctuary, Rova Wildlife Sanctuary, etc. Next, Balpakram National Park is an important national park of Meghalaya. It is close to the international border with Bangladesh. Next, Nokrak National Park is a biosphere reserve of Meghalaya. And Bagmara Wildlife Sanctuary of Meghalaya is a protected area for pitcher plants. Next, Siju Wildlife Sanctuary of Meghalaya is the oldest wildlife sanctuary in Meghalaya and is home to many rare birds like grey hornbill, Siberian ducks, spoonbills, etc. Next, Dampa Tiger Reserve is an important tiger reserve of Mizoram. Next, we can look into the largest national park of India, which is Hemis National Park, situated in Ladakh. It is an important habitat of snow leopards. So I have discussed almost all important protected areas in India. Most importantly, you will need to remember the names of all biosphere reserves of India. I will just revise the names of all biosphere reserves. Achanakmar Wildlife Sanctuary, Akasthyamala Biosphere Reserve, Dibru-Saikhowa National Park, Dihang Dibang Biosphere Reserve, Great Nicobar Biosphere Reserve, Gulf of Mannar Marine National Park, Kutch Desert Wildlife Sanctuary, Kanchenjunga National Park, Manas National Park, Nanda Devi National Park, Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve, Nokrak National Park, Pachmahi Biosphere Reserve, Simlipal National Park, Sundarbans National Park, Cold Desert, Sheshachalam Hills, and Penna National Park. So we have a total of 18 biosphere reserves. Out of this, 11 of them are part of the World Network of Biosphere Reserve based on the UNESCO Man and the Biosphere Reserve program. So this list is also very important, which include Gulf of Mannar Biosphere Reserve, Nanda Devi Biosphere Reserve, Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve, Nokrak National Park, Pachmahi Biosphere Reserve, Simlipal National Park, Sundarbans Biosphere Reserve, Achanakmar Amarkantak Biosphere Reserve, and Kanchenjunga. So questions based on Biosphere Reserve are repeated questions for various exams. Other important points regarding protected areas of India include Pitti Bird Sanctuary of Lakshadweep. That is the only oceanic tern nesting sanctuary in India. Protected areas of Goa include Bhagavan Mahavir Sanctuary and Mollam National Park, Netravali Wildlife Sanctuary, Salim Ali Bird Sanctuary, etc. Similarly, protected areas of Jharkhand are Palmao Tiger Reserve, Kodarma Wildlife Sanctuary, Hazaribagh Wildlife Sanctuary, Palghat Wildlife Sanctuary, Lalang Wildlife Sanctuary, and Betla National Park. So I hope I have discussed maximum points on this topic. Hope you enjoyed this session. Please like, share, and subscribe for more videos. Thank you.